One method to find percentage discounts on sale items is to use the decimal method. And that works by changing any discount you are given into a decimal. Depending on the question, there are two ways that you could go about this. To turn any percentage into a decimal, you need to divide it by 100. That's because a percentage means per 100. So to turn 30% into a decimal, divide by 100, it is equal to 0.3. To then find the discount, all we need to do is do the price times by the decimal discount. So the price was $40. If we multiply that by 0.3, that will give us our answer. I'm going to forget the decimal in this case and just do 40 multiplied by 3. That's going to give me 120. But we know in this question that there was one number after a decimal place, so there must be one number after a decimal place in the answer. So our answer is $12. That answer would have worked out the same if I had have done it in a vertical multiplication strategy, if you had have needed to do that. You can see that I have worked that out above. Then to find the new price, you would do the original price, $40, take away the discounted price of $12, giving us $28. You can actually use this method also to get directly to the discounted price without having to find the discount amount. This is by doing the original price, take the discount. The original price of the shirt, we are going to let equal to 100%, because if we're going to pay $40 for it, that'll be paying 100% of the price. In this case, it is 30% off. So we're going to take that away. 100% take away 30% is equal to 70%. So our new price of the shirt is going to be equal to 70% of the original price. Same thing as before, we need to turn that into a decimal by dividing it by 100. So that's going to be equal to 0.7. Then if we do the price times by this decimal, we're going to be equal and straight away find the discounted price. So it is $40 times by 0.7. Same thing, I'm just going to forget the decimal and do 40 times by 7. 40 times by 7 is equal to 280. If we remember that there was one number after the decimal in the question, there needs to be one number after the decimal in the answer. That is going to be equal to $28. And we can see that we've gotten straight to the answer. Let's now use, with these $70 headphones, find out what they would cost if it was 20% off, 35% off, and 58% off, finding a discount as well. So to find 20% off, we want to first convert this percentage into a decimal by dividing it by 100. So that's going to be equal to 0.2. Then if we do the price times by the decimal discount, we will then find the discounted price. So the price here is $70 times by the decimal, which is 0.2. Yet again, I can do this one mentally. 2 times by 70, forgetting the decimal, 2 times by 70 is equal to 140. But one number after the decimal point. So there needs to be one number after the decimal in our answer. The discount is going to be $14. Then to find the new price would be $70, take away 14, which gives us $56. Let's do the same with a 35% off. We need to turn that into a decimal by dividing that by 100, which is going to be equal to 0.35. Same theory, price times by the decimal discount will give us our discounted amount. So, as you can see that I've set out now, our price is $70, and I'm multiplying that by the decimal discount of 0.35 for our 35% off. I'm not as confident now doing that mentally, so you can set this out in a written strategy if you're not using a calculator. So, I've forgotten the decimal point to start with. I've just done with a 2 by 2 digit equation. I'll now work this out behind the video. So you could use any multiplication strategy, whether that is a vertical method, a box method, a lattice method, a mental method, or a calculator. I've done 70 times by 35, which ended up with this answer. But because there were two numbers originally after a decimal point in the question, there must be two numbers after a decimal point in the answer. So therefore, 24.50, which is $24.50, is the discount. So that's our discount amount. To find the new price, it would be $70, take away $24.50. That'll give you a new price of $45.50. Sorry, it's not clear. Same thing applies for our last method. We are going to find 58% off. So we're going to divide that by 100 to find our decimal amount. That's going to be equal to 0.58. So if we do the price times by the decimal discount, that is going to be equal to our discount amount. So our price is $70 and our discount as a decimal is equal to 0.58. So yet again, you can see that I've used a strategy to complete that multiplication. You'll notice that there were two numbers after a decimal point in the question, so there must be two numbers after a decimal point in the answer. Therefore, our discount amount is $40.60. To find our new price, $70 take away $40.60 is equal to $29.40. I won't specifically model this now, but if you wanted to find straight away the new price, you could have done the other methods. You could have done 100%, so the original price of $70, take away the 20% discount, would leave you with 80%. So we know that the new price, once we take away the discount, is going to be equal to 80% of the original price. So if you did 70 this time, $70 times by that decimal, 80% as a decimal is 0.8, you would straight away get to the discounted price. You could then calculate the discount amount from that if you prefer to do that as well, if you needed to find it. So same thing for this equation over here, and it applies for the 35% one as well, but I won't do that because there's no room. If we want to find 58% off, we could start with the original price and call that 100%. So that's our $70 is 100%. Take away our 58% discount, would leave us with 42% left over. So then if we did our $70 times by 42% as a decimal, which is 0.42, we would then get straight to the new price, not having to find the discount out along the way. So just be careful, whichever method works for you, but some questions will always ask you for how much is taken off, and then the new price. But whichever method works for you out of these is an excellent way to go about finding a percentage discount.